Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is a new series I'm going to do. I'm going to review the keyboards outside of stream. Instead of just doing typing test, I'll fully review the board in this kind of stream setting. No edits and stuff, so it's quite simple. We'll talk about the keyboard. I'll show you guys how to build it slightly and tell you all about the keyboard here. And I'll leave a typing test on a different video, not on this video, but this will be mostly a review. So hopefully you guys enjoy and don't forget to sub to the channel. All right, this is the Frog TKL by Geonworks. This is a 10 keyless or 80% keyboard developed by Geonworks. So this was on sale on the 30th of June. And this retailed for $285 without the PCB. So only the case and plate. Now this keyboard is a full aluminum keyboard. They had 3 different colors, which is black, silver, and green. This is the black variant. There's also F12 Win key, and I got the F13 Win keyless version. I think it looks a little bit nicer. So here's the keyboard. You can see the brass weight on the back of the keyboard. Now here is where I really love the keyboard. The back, don't mind the fingerprints. We have the brass weight on the back as well. It has the frog hand engraving. It's really nice touch. I think the board looks really classy. I think it's a very simple design, yet very, very, very classy. So yeah, I would class this as a mid to high end board. It will probably be more in the mid range of keyboard prices. So we'll talk about the build quality here. So it's fully aluminum. No scuffs or dings as far as I got on my unit. It is a 2-piece construction, top case and bottom. The bottom houses the brass weight. There's 2 brass weights, the top and the bottom. They're screwed by these middle ones together. They should stay together. So yeah, very nice feel. It's very smooth. It's very nice on the touch of the hands. Is really high quality for $285. You compare it to boards, for example, like the KBD67 Mark II, and the anodizing isn't as good as this. This is really, really nice. Very smooth, very classy. All right. So in terms of build quality, this is absolutely excellent. I really, really praise Geon for this. So these keyboards will be on sale each month in stock units, around 200 each month, depending on situation, of course. It will be sold on Swag Keys, so you guys should check out on Swag Keys. All right. So here is where it is quite popular. People are kind of hyped about it. I use the PCB, which is the Heine 87A PCB, or the Pachi PCB. So I already put on the switches soldered with the SP Star's Starry Night Luminous. These are linear switches. I really like them. We have an aluminum plate which has a lot of flex cuts in the middle and is very enjoyable. Very nice, very nice. Aluminum plate looks really good. Now what's different about this board compared to other keyboards are these. These are tadpoles. Well, it's called tadpoles. Basically, these replace screws on a top mount. So this is like a top mount keyboard, but it's not. So what I would mostly associate this with is with a burger mounted top mount. Now, you just put these, you'll get these in 2 sorry, you can have the option to buy the 80A Tadpole or the 50. The 50 is supposed to be softer. It should affect the typing experience more than sound. I don't think it affects sound. I have the 80s here, which come with a keyboard. This is basically what you would get if you didn't get any other extras. So what you want to do is just put in all the tadpoles into the holes that are already assigned. Take the top case. And then you just push them in just like a screw. So these act as a way to hold the plate and the top case together. It's a very, very convenient way. It saves a lot of time. It's very easy to put in and put out. So yeah, it's all soldered in. And there you have it. It's connected together. Now I would say the typing experience on this board using these tadpole mounts is very enjoyable. I really like typing on this keyboard. It's really, really comfortable. It's soft as well. It has a soft typing experience. I really enjoyed it, even though it's an aluminum plate, which is metal. It's very nice, very soft, very pleasant. So what's really nice as well is that it is a low angle keyboard. It is a 6-degree angle. For if you guys don't know, like the F18x is a 9-degree angle. The Duck Orion V2.5 that I've built is 11. So that's a bit too tall for me. I prefer lower angled boards. Maybe you do. Some people like the tall nature, but I prefer these, especially with cherry profile. Very pleasant typing experience. Yeah, it's similar to a top mount or top mount burger mount. It's very similar typing experience to that. So I'll get to the final thoughts later, where I'll mention if I like this board or not and the typing experience. So we have 6 hex screws, 2.0 hex screws. The longer ones are to the top of the case. Screw them in. It's pretty simple. You don't need smaller sized screwdrivers to fit into the keyboard. It's very convenient. The F18x required a smaller screwdriver to fit in, which caused me a little bit of problems, but this is much easier to build, much easier to take on and off. Taken this on and off quite a lot of times, and it's held up really well. So no problems with that. So the tadpole mount system, again, is a very nice way of changing how top mounts is. I would say I would say that don't expect too much from the typing experience. Don't think that this will absolutely blow your mind away with the typing experience. It's enjoyable, but it won't blow you away, because it will feel like a top mount. Feels like a burger mount top mount. What I can say is that this board is so much softer than a top mount. So for example, I'll give you an example after this. So we just have these screws here. It's covered by the feet, which is very nice. So some top mounts have the screwing points on certain areas. For example, they have screwing points here, and in the middle near the spacebar. Now that is sometimes good, sometimes bad. Some top mounts implement it really poorly. Some do it very well. Now here's the difference. Some top mounts, when you use a screw, in my opinion, it creates a harsh area, a harsh and stiff area on where that screw point is. So for example, I had the Osmo 60, which has a screw point in the middle under the spacebar. That annoys me so much because it makes the spacebar so hard and it actually hurts my thumb. Now this has 2 tadpoles, or you would say screws, under the spacebar. And it's 0 hardness. I don't feel tired hitting the spacebar at all. I think what the tadpoles bring is a softness to the mount. So there's no hard points on the board that I can say. All right. So this is the board fully built. It has a USB-C as well, port right over here. This is how the board would look if you're finished building with it. Now we're gonna take a little bit of a comparison with like other keyboards. So first challenger would be this, which is the KBD67 Mark II. Now these are priced quite similarly. This is priced at $285. This is the aluminum version, is $215, and it goes up to $299. So you get the PC version that's more expensive than this. First of all, aluminum. This is anodized so much better. This has some texture to it. This is a lot better. This is a top mount keyboard as well. And it suffers from the same thing I mentioned about the Osmo 60, where it has a stiffer typing experience because it has a screw point. What this does, it has screw points under it, or tadpole screws, but it's not tough at all on the bottoming up. Like example, you have a screw point right here. It's very harsh here. It's very hard, no flex at all. On here, there's a screw point around here. You can still feel a lot of, there's not a lot of flex on the board, but you can feel it go down a little bit. So I'd take this over the KBD67 Mark II. To compare it with another Geon board, we have the Geonworks F18x. This is so much chunkier than this, but the typing, as far as I can say, the typing experience on the F18x is more, a little bit more enjoyable. It's a little bit more enjoyable. It's more bouncy. It's more lively than the Frog is. So, but I don't know. For me, I'd pick the Frog, typing on the Frog rather than the F18x. Why? Because it is more comfortable for me. This is a little bit too high. I do prefer low angle boards, and I really do enjoy this softness. This is also quite soft as well, but I do still prefer the Frog for typing experience. This is built very, very well as well. This one as well, it's quite similar build quality, but this is a little bit more heavier at 3 kilos. So out of these two, I would still pick the Frog because of the comfort. But for sound and typing feel, I'd go with the F1. So, final thoughts on the Frog TKL. Who's this board for? This board is for people coming into the hobby and wanting a mid-range board that looks, feels, sounds like a high-end board. For people who have experience typing on, for example, the Vega or the F18x, people who have those boards don't need this board. They don't need it. Why? Because the Tadpole Mount system, it won't change your way. It won't blow your mind away on how it feels. It won't blow your mind away on how it sounds. It sounds really nice. But it won't blow you away on how it feels. I would put this for people who want to enjoy a really, really good keyboard for the $285 pricing, the mid-range pricing. But for people who have experienced the higher end or have higher end boards, they don't really need this because this won't be game changing to them. So it would be just another top mount board for them. But to compare it with other top mounts, again, I mentioned that top mounts do have a little bit of harshness. I think this is a much softer typing experience compared to other top mounts. Very enjoyable typing experience. I really like this board. I think what it has is it's very simple to build, very easy to get as well. I mean, it's in stock each month and it sells out pretty quickly, but you get a chance every month to get it. Don't wait for too long. What it does as well is the typing experience is excellent. Sound is also preferential. I think this board sounds good, but it's not spectacular. Mine's is a clacky build. I really enjoy it. I managed to tune it well, in my opinion. But that's preference. I'll show you the typing test tomorrow. But yeah, I think this board, value-wise, for $285, nothing beats this. This is the best keyboard for the mid-range price. And this puts other boards that are sold higher than this to shame. Some boards sells higher, but it's much, this beats it. So yeah, again, for me, really nice job, Geonworks. If you have the chance to get it, you can get it, but I would suggest it for people who are starting to get into the hobby more and want something better. So yeah, that is basically my review of the Frog TKL. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of review. It's a bit more chill. But hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'll do more of these in the future, of course, but I'll see you guys next. If you want to like and subscribe to the channel, of course, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.